What if the fastest way to topple injustice isn't with fists or fire, but with patience and discipline? One of my recent videos about the power protests, drawing on Erica Chenoweth's research, went viral worldwide. But honestly, I worry it's been misunderstood or worse, weaponized. Just this week, I received several messages from followers in Nepal. One follower shared horrific images of students brutalized by law enforcement during a protest. She begged me to put out a message that might reach her people. So let me be clear, I don't love protests. They often trigger violence and destruction that can be counterproductive. Many critics argue violence is necessary when speaking truth to power. Others dismiss Chenoweth's research, saying that the movements studied weren't truly nonviolent. Here's where I stand. When I say nonviolent protests, I mean movements that don't initiate violence or destruction themselves. That does not mean oppressive regimes won't respond violently. Tragically, they often do. But when movements maintain nonviolent discipline, they dramatically increase the odds of broad support and eventual success. The temptation to retaliate is human. We're wired for reciprocity and fairness. But history shows that an eye for an eye rarely works. Violence alienates allies, hardens opposition, and justifies brutal crackdowns. If I had to bet, I'd put my chips on peaceful protest, even with the risk of martyrs over an angry mob. Why? Because mobs scare the very people whose support you need. When property is destroyed, when shops are blocked, when taxes rise to clean up the aftermath, the business community, neighbors, and moderates turn against the movement. So here's my formula for creating positive change through collective action. First, mass participation. Success isn't about the loudest voices, it's about the largest numbers. Mobilize widely across classes and professions. Second, nonviolent discipline. Train participants to resist provocation, even when attacked. One act of restraint can sway public opinion more than 1,000 slogans. Third, strategic disruption. Use boycotts, strikes, and civil disobedience to apply pressure without destruction. Economic leverage speaks louder than broken windows. Nonviolent movements aren't easy. They require patience, restraint, and strategy. But history shows they're twice as effective at achieving long-term change as violent ones. The world is watching, and if you're fighting for justice, the way you fight may determine whether you win.